The only thing I hate about Tears of the Kingdom is it costs $100. Like, what the hell? Like $100 Canadian, anyways. How do you justify that? Like, I didn't buy it myself, and I definitely wouldn't have bought it to play a game. Like $100? That's crazy, man. Like, first games were 40, then they went to 50, and then they went to 60, then they went to 70, then they went to 80, then they went to 90 plus taxes, which is literally $100. And like, people would say inflation, but like, why does inflation have anything to do with video games? Like, that makes no sense. I mean, I guess obviously they want more money to... Yeah, I guess it kind of makes sense, but I just find it stupid. Like, I don't want to buy any Nintendo... I don't really want to buy video games anymore, because I don't really care enough. Yeah, that makes sense. They are getting more expensive to me. Well, I mean, in some ways they are cutting costs, though. Like, the cartridges are really small. They're also, like... Yeah, like, they are cutting costs in some areas, for sure. But they are also hiring a lot more people, I'm guessing, but it could also be... It could also be letting go of people as well. Like, I don't know. A good way to compare, I guess, would be look at the credits for Tears of the Kingdom versus credits for Breath of the Wild. And they're getting lazy too. Like, they reuse, like, too much assets in all these new games. Like, I want, like, a brand new, like, fresh, full-on Zelda game that doesn't look like Breath of the Wild, you know? Just like I want a brand new, fresh Mario Kart. Like, there's been no new Mario Kart for over 10 years. Like, we've been playing the same garbage for 10 years. Like, I don't want that game. I didn't want that game in 2015. I sure as hell don't want to play it in 2023. And then the fact that they had to port every single game from the Wii U was just sad. Like, that was so sad. And the fact that fans actually wanted a TV HD port to Switch, it made me want to vomit, dude. Like, are you that stupid to spend another $80 to $100 on something you don't even need? Like, you have it on the Wii U. It was fine on the Wii U. Why do you need to play it with your Joy-Cons, you know? Like, why would you spend $100 to play the game with Joy-Cons? Which is like a shitty controller. Like, why would you want to do that? It makes no sense. And the only game I ever cared about buying in the past, like, 4 to 5 years was Skyward Sword HD. And I'm gonna go on and on about it, but Skyward Sword HD was so good. I was really happy about it. Like, when playing Skyward Sword, I always imagined playing it on Joy-Cons. And the fact that it actually happened was so crazy. I actually really like the Joy-Cons for Skyward Sword HD. Anyways, like, I don't like the Joy-Cons in general, but it just worked so well with SSHD. That and the game does look a fair bit nicer, and it plays in 60 FPS, so it's like, that game was so good. I was so happy with it. Like, I think that was actually a solid remake. And I played Skyward Sword on Wii, and I just wanted to shoot myself when I played it on Wii a few years ago. I think like 2 years ago I did some challenge where I did like all the Master Sword RTAs, and I played Skyward Sword and it just looked so garbage. Like, it looked so bad. I even played it on Wii U with an HDMI cable and it still looked disgusting. So, they did really good. Like, with TP, like, TP looks amazing. TP HD barely looks better. Like, it really doesn't look much better. Like, I can play TP GameCube without wanting to shoot myself, but I can't say the same about SSHD. So you know it's a good remake if that's what happens. Here they made pretty meaningful changes to it. Yeah, Skyward Sword HD was a lot better. Like, it really was. I don't think they screwed with the Twilight Realms, which was something I was happy about, because they were really good. Like, for example, TPHD was just garbage. Like, it was really garbage. Like, they did nothing with the game. They made it look a little bit nicer, but, like, not even that much nicer. Like, it looks a bit nicer. And so, one, it looks a bit nicer. Two, they added gyro and a couple other convenient things. But they also, like, removed tiers from the Twilights. They removed content from the game. Because someone complained about it. Like, and the fact that they removed the way they removed the tiers was so stupid. Like, they removed, like, whenever there was 2 bugs in one place, they removed one of them. Like, why? Like, why not just kill the other bug? It's not inconvenient at all. You know? It makes no sense to me. Yo, what's up, Redeemer? Thanks for the good luck. How are you doing today? I think the most disappointing one for me was New Super Mario Bros. Switch. Whatever the hell they called it. I don't even know what they called it. Let's see what they called it. What did they call that game? New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. First of all, it says Wii U in the damn name of the game. And they call it Deluxe, but it's literally the same game with less features. Like, how is it Deluxe? It's the same fucking game with less features in it, and you call it Deluxe. Like, what? And people spend $100 on it. Why? And they say, oh, I'm so glad I get to play this on my Switch. And it's like, is there something wrong with you? Like, it was perfectly fine on the Wii U, and it had more features. They move it to Switch, it has a little less features, and it's worse. Yeah, it has less features. You know how you could play the game with the gamepad, and you could turn on this thing where you can spawn platforms? I found that pretty fun. I know some people didn't like it, but I thought it was kind of cool. That's gone in the Switch. It's the same game, except that feature's gone. So less features, you spend $100 and you call it Deluxe. Like, how is it Deluxe? If it's called Deluxe, it better have something going for it. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is so stupid too. Like, it's literally... Like, what's Deluxe about it? I don't get it. Like, they removed fire hopping, they removed all these fast, cool techniques, and they called it Deluxe with no new content. They only just recently added content, and who cares about more content? Like, that game is so old. That game is so dead to me. I will never play MK8 Deluxe again, unless it's, like, with friends. It's just so dumb. And you know what's even more dumb? Smash Bros. Ultimate. I just can't get over how dumb that game was. And the fact that everyone got so excited over it just pissed me off. And there's been no new Smash game for so long. They added battle arenas. So they added battle arenas, but then they removed playing battle on the regular tracks. Like, why? Why would they remove a perfectly good feature? I actually liked battling on tracks. Like, not gonna lie, I found it fun. They completely removed that and replaced it with battling on new stages, which obviously the new stages is a little more exciting, but they just removed something from the game and called it Deluxe. Like, I don't get it. Like, you're calling the game Deluxe because you made a couple new maps? Like, come on, man. You could have made the new maps on the Wii U. No extra characters were added until later. Nothing else was added until years later. The only thing that was added... I don't know if Battle came with the game. I think it might have. But if anything, that was the only thing. But yeah, Smash Ultimate was so garbage. The fact that it's the same as MK8. It's the same as MK8. We've had Smash 4 Actually, we've had Smash 4 longer than we've had Mario Kart 8. We've had Mario Kart 8 for almost 10 years. We've had Smash 4 since like 2012, I think. King Boom and Rivals, yeah, like it's not a deluxe game because they added 2 new characters. See, Mario Maker 2 was kind of like that too. It's like it could have just been DLC. I think Mario Maker 2 was a very big improvement. They added a lot of new features. They did remove a couple things, like you can't build the levels as easily. Building levels was way better on the Wii U, but that's okay. They added a lot of features. They added a whole new game mode to it. They added lots, honestly. Smash 4 was 2014, yeah. It's basically been the same for 10 years, both series. What am I doing, dude? Frame 0 again. Oh, good. I just lost like 15. Yeah, Ultimate was stupid. They nerfed a few characters. They nerfed and buffed characters like they do in the updates. They added 1 or 2 new stages, and they call it Ultimate. Like, what is with all this Ultimate and Deluxe and stuff? And it's not even good. It's not even good or better. I actually do like Mario 3D All-Stars, and the reason is because it helps... Well, never mind. I was gonna say it helps preserve the games a little bit, but I forgot that they just completely removed it. Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, I can go for this for sure. Let's go. Climb, you idiots. Okay, we're fine. I got lucky, though. But yeah, I'm definitely not buying Nintendo's new console. There's no point. Like, why would I buy their new console for them to just port over the same crappy games that I already didn't like? And then have to spend hundreds of more dollars on each of those games? Like, no. No thanks. I'll keep my Wii. And that's it. This is a good segment. Like, I'm only losing like 10. And the fact that I'm only losing 10, but I lost 15 on the split just means that, yeah, this is a good run. I would have been ahead if I didn't avoid there. Well, assuming I don't get infinite hops. But yeah, like, I'm looking at this stack of Switch games I have, and literally all of them are the same game. And even the Origami King, it's the same thing. It's the exact same engine. They make a new world out of the same engine, and they sell it for $80 or $100. It's $100 now, by the way, for Canadians. $100 after taxes. And yes, you should definitely include taxes in literally everything. Okay, not bad, honestly, considering I just lost 15 and then had like a bajillion hop oops. Oh, and 3D World and Bowser's Fury or whatever, like, what a lame excuse. Like, Make something stupid. Like, I don't even know what Bowser's Fury is. Like, take 3D World, put this exact same game we already have in it, and then put this random extra mode that probably no one cares about, that has, like, no content, and then sell it for $100. Yeah, exactly, Canadian. But as long as people are happy with Nintendo, that's overall what's good. It's just like, I don't know why they're happy with them giving out the same game and charging you money for it again. Like, the thing that pissed me off the most with Nintendo was Link's Awakening Switch. Like, I think that's when I was done. I think that's when I was officially done and called it quits. I was so disappointed with that game. Like, after playing that, I prefer playing it on the Game Boy Color, like, 1,000 times more. Like, Link's Awakening DX is one of my favorite games, and Link's Awakening Switch, like, I wouldn't even count in any list. It's such a disgusting game. It was so bad. And it costed $100, same thing, like, really. Like, it costed $100 for you to get something that was way worse than what they had in 1990. Like, I prefer the black and white version, for sure. And you probably could have bought that in 1990 for, like, $10. You could buy that in a Game Boy right now for, like, less than... You could buy that in a whole Game Boy for less than the LA Switch, and it's 1,000 times better. Like, it's so disgusting. But yeah, Nintendo's just at a standstill. They've been the same for 10 years on all their major series, like Mario Kart, even Zelda. Like, Zelda's been in a standstill basically since Breath of the Wild, which is almost 10 years as well. I think it's, like, been 8 years or so. So Zelda's on a standstill, Mario Kart's on a standstill, Smash Bros. Is on a standstill. I know there's a lot of people out there who would argue that Smash 4 and Ultimate are different, but I'm not convinced. I played both a lot. I don't know how that worked. That felt so early, dude. The reason is, well, it's just our currency. Like, the Canadian dollar is 1.33 American. I think it's literally just a complete exchange rate thing. It's not like the games cost more, it's just the exchange rate. Like, the Canadian dollar is a lot different to the American one, so...